Hi everyone, it's Kelly here, and I'm really excited to share with you this fabulous idea and tip on how you can accent a holiday dress, for your daughter or even yourself, And with this here, this is a dress that I purchased at Macy's, and I'm so excited to share with you guys how gorgeous this dress is. And it is an infant dress for my baby Abby. She is 6 months old, and it will be her first Christmas. Yay! So her first Christmas ever. And I plan to take the girls to the mall to get their pictures with Santa this week. And I know it's kind of last minute, but I couldn't find the time the other weeks, and we've been so busy preparing for the holidays. So anyways, she's gonna get her pictures taken with Santa, and I found this dress like last month while I was shopping. This was like way before Black Friday, and so they had this dress here in November in the children's section, and I totally fell in love with it, mainly because of the material that they used to make this dress. It's super gorgeous, and I love the textured fabric, the rosette. This is perfect. Like, it totally reminds me of the fabric that I picked up at Joann's, and I don't know if you guys have seen it, but you can refer back to my haul vid. But if you haven't seen my video, this was the fabric, the satin rosette fabric that I picked up at my local Joann's superstore, and it's super gorgeous. I haven't done anything with this, but I have a project in mind, and I will probably show that to you guys later on. But if you want something similar to this, you can definitely go to your Joann's superstore and pick up this fabric, and then have it custom made by a seamstress or something. But luckily, I found something similar at Macy's, and it was this dress here for an infant. And so there's another dress here that I had purchased for my 4-year-old daughter, Jessalyn, and I totally fell in love with this one as well, mainly because of the gorgeous textured fabric here. And this is made out of organza, and this dress is a Hello Kitty dress, which has like this it's like a rolled fabric flower here that we're all familiar with, and then it has like a rhinestone Hello Kitty button center here, and it's super gorgeous. It has a lot going on, so I am not going to do anything with this dress but make a matching a hair accessory for my daughter, and it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. I will show you what I will be using for that, and I just wanted to share with you guys how the dress looks like first. She has like a matching silver dress shoe for this, and it will be perfect. So I just want to make sure that I get the outfits completed first before I take the girls to get their annual Santa pictures done for the holidays. And so with this dress here, I figured that since it's just one solid color, one solid deep red color, I wanted to add something that will coordinate with her shoes. She has these adorable like patent-like leather shoes here, and it's super cute. It's so small and tiny. Look how cute this is. And I think I got this at Target, but it's super adorable. It has like a Velcro closure. So I plan to add maybe a flat back rhinestone here to accent the little butterflies. And since her shoes are black, what I'm going to do is I want to add maybe a little black, just a black color onto this dress here. So I went through my stash, and this is what the main reason why I decided to do this video was because I wanted to, show you guys that you can definitely go through your stash, your trim stash, and you can definitely use your trims to accent. Basically, besides, just scrapbooking and layouts, you can definitely use it for accenting your dresses or just basically anything, and the possibilities are endless. So this trim here I figured would work out perfectly on the bodice of the dress here, and as you can see, it's super gorgeous. This trim here is a organza rosette with a bead, and it's backed on, it has a lace backing here. So what I'm going to do is, since I cannot use the sewing machine to save my life, I can definitely hand sew this onto the dress, and I will show you how to do that, how you can do that. So you want to start off from the back here and then go around, hand stitch it all around here. And since there's like a rosette here and it's kind of plain, what I plan to do is also add a center, and I think I might end up using this organza flower here with the bead, and I got this off of Etsy, and it's Ming Ming World, the seller. So I'm just going to sew that on there, because you can't really hot glue everything on here, because, you know, with infants or toddlers, they tend to, like, you know, pull it out or whatever, and you don't want them doing that. So it's better to just hand stitch it. And I wouldn't recommend this dress as a playtime dress or anything. It's just, you know, like a one-time wear, temporary, for pictures, special occasion type. And so it's either this, or I was thinking of a flat back pearl as a center. So it can be that, or just like maybe some pearls that I strung together. And again, you do not want to hot glue this on. You want to sew it and make sure that it's secure so it doesn't pop out, and then, you know, your child gets a hold of it. You do not want that, because they can choke on it. So I figured I might be using these three, so I'm not really sure yet. I'm so indecisive. So to attach my trim to the dress, and what I wanted to mention was, if you guys are using trims that are synthetic material, you can definitely seal it with your lighter, but I do not recommend you sealing anything that's cotton or natural fibers, because that can like totally burn and just like keep burning, so you don't want to burn your house down. And basically what I did was just seal it. You can use like probably fabric glue to seal it or anything. Just maybe run like your hot glue gun, just a little thin strip, so it doesn't run, you know, so that the trim doesn't run and you don't end up losing the beads, just in case if you do decide to use something similar to this. So I went ahead and did that, and what we're going to do is, since I am going to hand sew this on, mainly because I cannot use the sewing machine whatsoever, it's hopeless for me, you're going to need a needle and a thread, and you're going to make sure that you knot it at the end there. So let me try to find the end here and knot it. So I am going to start where the zipper is open here, because if you happen to start it like where the seam here is on the side, you're going to have the problem where when you go around, you're going to end up cutting it anyways, to make sure that you don't cover the zipper, the opening there. And this is the technique that I wanted to share with you guys on how I do it. With your thread and your needle, you are going to just stick your needle in here. And since the dress is 2 layers, it's really thick. So what I'm going to do is just thread this needle part in there. And then you're going to take the end where you had sealed your trim. So as you can see, I didn't measure everything out, because once you sew it in, sometimes it's different, and so it ends up being shorter, or it just all depends, and I just want to be precautious about that. So I decided to leave the trim, you know, as is until up until I hand stitch it all around. That's where I'll end up cutting it. So then you just sew this part on. As you can see, hopefully you guys can see that there. See, I pretty much just sewed it on there. You attach this part first, the end, basically. And it's going to be hard because it's kind of thick, so just do the best you can to attach it. And the thing that I love about this trim here is, you know, with the black thread, you can't really tell. So it doesn't have to be perfect, just as long as it's attached. So that's what I'm doing there. And as you can see, as close as possible to the seams. And then what you're going to do is just stick it to the side like that, and make sure that it catches onto the layer. There's 2 layers, but it doesn't matter, it can catch onto both, but you want to make sure that it catches on as well to the first layer. And from then on, you will thread it in this way, just like a zigzag pretty much. And I am not going to show you guys the whole entire process of me doing this because it's going to take forever. So I just wanted to give you an idea on how I would actually stitch it on. So there's going on to the next rosette, another zigzag, as you can see. So it takes some time, you know, and effort, but that's with all our handcrafted things. This is going to be a very special dress for my baby, and I want it to look perfect. So I'm going to take my time in hand stitching this all around. So it's going to go all around the bodice, and then it's going to meet right here where the zipper is. So as close to the seam as possible, and then I'm going to cut it so that when we zip it, we'll still have that opening there. So that's about it, and I will see you guys back here once it's completed. Okay everyone, so I had hand stitched this trim already on the bodice, and then I decided to add some beads here for the center, for the flower center, and as you can see I had stitched here on the back as well, and I made sure that I stitched it all the way so it's folded on here, and you know, once we put it on her, you can't really tell that this is on there, and the zipper can still be pulled down. So now I am going to make a coordinating hair accessory because everything all ties in very well here, and I will show you how I make this hair accessory. And it is one of the bows that I showed you in my video before, which I had never done a tutorial on, and it is using some rosette satin fabric. So what you're going to do is just get a needle and a thread ready, and then get your hot glue gun ready, and you just need to cut about, I would say, let's see, about 5 inches. So we're going to do 5 inches, okay? I'm just eyeballing this. And I'm just going to cut it like this. So I want it to have a clean folded look. And what you're going to do is you're just going to simply add your glue gun right here. And then fold it over just to give it that clean edge. You can sew it, but it really isn't necessary to sew it when you could just simply add your glue there and then just fold it. So it looks like it is sewn in, but you take the guesswork out of that. Okay, so fold this side. Okay, and then now you have this here, and what you're going to do is you're just going to sew. Let's see here, I kind of made this a little too short, but it should work still. So maybe go like 6 inches is actually perfect. And I made one for her already, but I just wanted to show you guys how it's done. And so you're just going to stitch the ruching here so you can gather it in and make a bow. So just like that. And just gonna go back up again with it. I'm just using my mat to help me put the needle in through there. Okay. And then you're just going to wrap it around, just like that. So see how it forms a bow? And then you're just going to fix it. Just wrap your thread around, just like that. And then you're just going to go over and secure it. Loop it over again. And then you're just going to cut the excess thread off. There we go. So like I said, I made this a little short, but it's still adorable, as you can see. It's super cute. And for the center, I could just add this flower here, this organza flower, and it will be perfect. Or I can add like some rhinestones, but in this case I already have one that I made with the rhinestones, so I'm just going to put this flower here. Okay, and simply add your glue gun, your glue to the nylon headband here, which I showed you in my previous video on how to make it. And so you're just going to add this over like that, and so just hold it until it dries. Now this part here where it's sticking out, you just snip it, and then you can go over it with your lighter to seal the part that you snipped off, because it kind of shows a little bit there. And so just going to do this just like that, and then you're going to add your choice of center. So I'm just going to use this here as my center for my bow. And then I can go over the back here so that it'll be secured to my bow. I can just add like, whoops, that came off because I didn't hold it on there. Okay. And okay, so you're just gonna go over this part with some glue. Also right here. And then you're just going to add felt to cover and make it look more finished. So it's perfect. And you just add a strip of felt there. And that's about it. So now I have the completed look for my daughter to take her her first Christmas photo with Santa. So I will show you also how to make the accessory for my other daughter's dress. And I'll see you right back.